Hi, I'm doing another video, and I just had to come back and do something or say something regarding this Eric Garner situation with the verdict. Those of you who have not followed the story or don't know what I'm talking about or will be talking about, Eric Garner was a black African American male. I think around in Staten Island or something like that. Sources say that. Couple of I think months back, he was put in a legal chokehold after saying I can't breathe for 11 times. Five officers on top of him with one choking him, cutting off air circulation for him to breathe. And he stated 11 times that I cannot breathe. And moments after that, he stopped struggling, he stopped moving, and he was dead. The person who did the autopsy made this situation, it was a homicide. Now, with that situation being a homicide, okay, we got this all on videotape. It's a homicide, and once this goes either into investigation or either go to a trial or court, I mean, we have some vital evidence. It's been a homicide. We got autopsy. We have a video, and maybe we can get some justice, or he can be indicted. We get to the situation, the officer was not indicted. So where does that leave us? Question one. And question two, when we say pound Black Lives Matter, does it really matter, or does it just matter to us? Please leave your answers down in the comment. I'm just going to do a couple of more minutes on this video because I really do not. I'm tired. Uh, I'm just tired of being pissed. I'm tired of going through the motions. I'm just tired of looking at media. I'm tired of looking at news right now, really. Because every time you get on the news, you got looting, we got lurking, we got blowing up cop cars, we got this and that. And I'm just tired of emotion. I mean, this is my last semester here in college before I transfer, and I don't have time to be stressed over worldly issues. So instead of being stressed, and another point I wanted to bring up also was the fact that, Obama said that we're going to have money spent for cameras to be implied on the officers, basically to clear out the black area that is stopping the progress into finding out what really goes on in these streets when you have African man or a human being, period, that has been killed. Because I'm not really going to involve this with race because it's easy to put anything race when sometimes it really don't have anything to do with race. The problem is right and wrong because we seem to want to protest when it's a white cop shooting a black teen, but what about black on black crime? What about white on white, green on green, orange on orange? It's right or wrong whether a cop shoots a white cop, or whether a white cop shoots a white person, or a black cop shoots a white person, or vice versa. It's still wrong, and there should be indicted or some type of consequences behind it, especially when you're doing things that are illegal. That comes with knowing the laws, knowing your rights, and knowing what is wrong, what is right and wrong, and what can an officer do and what an officer cannot do in a certain situation. So my encouragement to you, I'm not even gonna come in and rant on it because being mad and ranting is not gonna do anything. I'm just really out of it, and right now I'm very confused into what's going on. I mean, why buy cameras? Why spend all this money and we're in debt anyway? And put cameras, and we have this whole situation on videotape, and the only person that got incarcerated or got any consequence behind it was the person who recorded it. That should leave you a question. That's a question mark right there. What do you think about that situation? The officers involved in the killing, which was implied as a homicide, was not indicted and let off of charges by the grand jury. And the only person that has been either indicted or been incarcerated, got in consequence behind it, was the person who reported it. Question, so I want to know your thoughts on that situation. Also, leave that in the comments. And another thing, it's just like, why spend all this money on cameras when you got this whole situation on camera and he's still not being indicted. That leaves the question, so why spend money? You're wasting money. You're wasting money. You're wasting time. And you're wasting lives. So, I mean, why do it? You have the whole situation on camera. You hear him tell the officer 11 times. You have 5 officers on this person. And what happened to tasers? What happened to pepper spray? What happened to being trained to handle situations like this? And it was no need. Well, first of all, the reason why you even obtained him or even approached him was petty, first of all. Second of all, for him to die and for you 5 officers to be on top of this man and he's not fighting back and he's telling you, sir, I cannot breathe more than once. You're restricting and doing an illegal action upon him, which caused him to lose his life. And all you can offer is an apology. You're not being indicted, no consequence behind it. I don't know if it's going to be an investigation, a trial. I don't know what goes on. What do you do after this? It's like, where do you go? And then you have this Twitter beef going on with Black Twitter versus white Twitter, and I guess white crime, pound white crime. I'm like, really? This is making situations worse when you got people on Twitter you saying I'm white and I got away with this or I get away with that. That is intriguing to me. That is mind-boggling. It's like we're back. We went back in time. It's like we're not progressing. It's like Dr. King, Rosa Parks, people like Maya Angelou, people like Malcolm X, etc., who fought for rights, and people back then who marched. It's like it's like almost like their work is kind of in vain now, because even though sometimes race can be a beneficial factor, but a lot of times we give race too much power and we give it too much. Because my point is, whether it's black or white, if I shoot a black person, it won't be classified as race, but it could be race because I might be a racist. I might not even like my old kind. So really, you can't tell that it's racist unless you hear a conversation or somebody say I shot him because he's a black African American male and he's a nigger and I don't like him. That's the only way you can classify it as race, just because a white person shoots a black male. I mean, I can see the race issue because of the skin color, but you can't nominate that as a racial thing because that's only like a mouth or a mind benefactor. That situation is now should be classified as right and wrong. An officer shoots or a male should be the situation, and not a white officer shoots a black male and just name it as racist, whether he look racist, whether he look redneck or not. I mean, too much is being played into it, and now you're taking a situation that was small and making it huge. Now you got a lot of ignorant people and you got a lot of correct-minded people, but then in the middle you got a whole bunch of confused people because we don't know if this is race, we don't know if it's because I'm black, and then you got people who don't even want to come outside their homes because it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna come back, and you should not have to live like that. It's crazy to me. That's why I'm like, I'm just, I stay prayed up. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I stay in my area. I don't bother nobody, and that's the way I'm going to be. But I encourage you to do the same. And if approached by an officer, follow all correct protocol, and do not give that officer any reason to pull out a gun or pull you out of your car for any reason. Hands on the steering at all times, and everything should be yes sir and no sir. Don't give him no reason. So if any other reason he has to shoot you, kill, or do anything harm to you, even if you have to go to jail for one night and get out and then file a lawsuit and get some wrongful adjustment towards that cop, whether it be he or she or black, green, male, whatever, follow all laws. So once this go to court, they have no reason to say you were wrong in this situation. They have no reason to let him or her off. That's my whole point of view on it. What is your thoughts on this Eric Garner situation? And just on Black Lives Matter, Black Lives situation at hand. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to all your followers on Twitter, social media, etc. Please get the word out and keep hope alive. Hands up, don't shoot, and please stay prayed up and stay protected. God bless.